Let's see here. Hello and welcome. This is Abyss, and we're going to be watching some tech blitz. Maybe some people are moderately disappointed that I'm not actually playing right now, but you know, that's okay. Moderately disappointed that I think hopefully this is a good experience and you guys can enjoy it. And let's get into the games. We're kind of in a break right now, actually. I missed the first round. I could go back and review something. What's the closest matchup? Maybe this. Adjacent corners. Okay, walking up the middle. Okay, so the cut's going to come this way, probably. White is in pretty good position to cut here, though. Miai of E1, F1. So Black probably plays A2. Nope. Oh, he does this. Okay, that's... In a blitz game, it makes sense, I suppose. There. Okay, so B3 is probably coming. If takes, you can just wall. Yeah. Takes. I don't know that I would have cashed out immediately. So you're giving yourself a lot of vulnerabilities. I guess the point is that you're going to crush if it ever gets contested, but... Like, because here immediately gets contested, crush, yeah, okay. But, yeah, you did give white this. Ooh. That's, you're gonna allow that? Okay. Yeah, that looked fatal, and indeed it was. Okay. So let's see. I believe the next round is supposed to start in 4 minutes. Let me look at another game. This looks kind of interesting. A lot of black ones, actually. Okay, never mind. This was not interesting. We're gonna pretend we didn't see that. Okay, also not interesting. Alien. Okay, it went 36 moves at least. Okay, Alien plays standard, big surprise. Okay, there. Okay, so Alien has complete control of the center. Interesting. So if a capstone comes down, you're just gonna get a hard cap, I guess. He does it this way, in which case the hard cap is maybe not quite as bad. But how do you defend D5 and D4? It's very hard. I guess the one thing you can do is take any 3 and sever that connection. Because Alien can't quite reach over this way. So I guess that's your strategy. Or not. Or Alien just cashes out immediately for some reason. I guess because if black contests it, white's just going to take back again, but it seems sort of unnecessary. There. Okay, so there's going to be some sort of capture over here. Oh, he takes this way? This allows a throw. Alien doesn't care. Oh wait, Alien is black. Wait, what am I saying? Okay, well, that makes more sense then. Why did I think Alien was white? I don't know. I guess because the opening threw me off. And also he didn't play Hug. Anyway. Okay, it's still a reasonable game from both sides. Here. It does help when you know which player is which, but apparently not that much. Sneaky tech threat. If you ignore it. And there's that. Oops, get off this random variation. Are they back to playing? No, still not. I guess I'll have time to just review every game. Every game that didn't end in 10 moves. Okay, this is interesting. So he's gonna take and force this and then claim that freeing the 2 captives is good enough. White does this, which is probably unwise because sometimes running just makes it worse. Okay, and yeah, okay. Mistake through it, but the game was pretty over. Okay, there's some Seeks up, and we got games. Archmedicine, Klimas. I always want to say Kilmas, but apparently it isn't. This is the kind of insight you're getting from me in this this tournament here. Time on Tones is also pretty interesting. I haven't actually started yet though, so was there any other games? That was quick. I looked at that one. We didn't look at this game. Okay. Oh, my pieces are too small. Okay, what have we got? We've got Willem's standard opening, but this stone is not in the normal spot. White capstones to defend e3. How do you play it? e1 looks tempting, but actually... Oh, well, that isn't good. Black has to get a capstone here ASAP. Maybe not in that spot, though. I guess he's thinking he's going to hard cap or recapture if e4 was taken. Yeah, I guess that's true. If you cap f5, then f4 left was kind of a threat. Okay, but the... Well, I don't know about the hard cap. I think you should have... I think as white, you should set up the pin. Like e6, f5 minus, takes, is forced because of the diagonal. Maybe because of the hard cap threats, though, it doesn't work so well. Okay, this is similar to what I was looking at. Okay, so the problem for Archie is d3 plus almost wins. You have to play d5 minus. Yeah, I don't think this helped your case either, though. Yikes. F4 is falling. The only thing is it doesn't actually work. Like, you can't go here, then leave, because the capstone comes over, or the wall comes over, and you can no longer crush it. But black just has a strong attack up the left side of the board now, and white's pieces are just in shambles. So a bit of an opening disaster for white. Let's check out some of the other games. Time on Tones. Okay, up the middle, more like old school, but adjacent corners. Cappy 2. Okay, white has an extremely dominant center. Black's cap is trying to get involved here, stopping the center attack. There's also a wall here, but it's not the best wall. Like, if you take here, then d5, and your position's not really any better than it was before the wall moved over. Oh, why do you take first? Why not d6? I mean, I guess if the wall takes, you're crushing it, but the wall's not going to take. D3 is going to take. And then white will play again, and then black will wall. It's not a great exchange for black, though. You do win c4 with your capstone, but this capstone's getting pretty fat. Unless black thinks they can stop this without the extra capstone. b4 is a little strange. Because it's sort of walking into this. d3 is more out of the way. Yeah, now black's starting to build an attack here. I think b4 was a relatively significant mistake, I should say. Okay, this is tack though. Taking on c4. How many pieces is this? 6. So he's just about to lose his ability to move. Black's a little slow. c3 makes quite a bit of sense, I think. d2 and e3 were kind of meh. If black comes down, you just take over here. It's not a big deal, I believe. Okay, so the problem is black wants to take b5 minus, but if you play d2, then you can play d2 plus in response to that. Seems fine. Or you just take back with b3, because the b3 stone's not really doing anything. And this capstone is actually like too fat for its own good. Needs to get on like the Nutri-Slim or something. Okay, they go with the line I mentioned first. See, yeah, the problem is the capstone is still too fat. Although I guess you could leave some white pieces on c3 so that you're actually threatening to take, but then they just go up to c4. Wall can come down crush. That's complicated. It's an interesting game. They do as I suggested. Interesting. White can also throw to b4 if they're so inclined. I don't think it's good though. It takes this way. Also makes sense. And now the throw to b4 makes more sense. So I like this idea. Although, I guess if you take with a4, then the throw to b4 isn't really improved. Okay. Tricky. Okay, well, no. I had an idea that didn't do anything. Never mind. Okay, so now threatening to guard. This piece is always guarded by the capstone. Tones can Tones even move this piece? Yeah, just insta crush. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so you have to move your entire stack. Take on c3. Anything else? I was gonna say everything else loses. Tones is apparently arguing differently. Well, he had to do it anyway. He made this exchange first, which I'm not sure was good. b3, b4 minus, so he's looking for something more forcing, but it's hard to find it. It's still a good exchange, though. What? No. So passive. You could play b3 as a flat, and you make a threat. And he has to come down, otherwise he, like, literally loses the game. He left one back on c4. I guess he was anticipating this move, but it doesn't really work. White's kind of missing losing the thread a little bit here. E1 is still great though. Because E1 you're threatening that. No, but see, this is too disorganized. Like if you wanted to make a line down C, then why did you move your capstone away from it? Yeah, so yeah, white's collapsing a little bit. At least in terms of their moves. I think the position's still objectively. Is it okay? I'm not going to count this piece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have this. It's complicated. Ew, why do you play F5 instead of F6? Hope that was a misclick. No, but now you. Well. No, but you can't take back because you're pinned. So this is. This is really bad. Am I missing something? Why did he take this stack? I guess he's being even greedier. He wants to throw this way. Throwing this way is almost tack, but it isn't. I just wanted like the extra piece pressure. But see, now you're not pinning anymore. You can actually crush, so yeah, sort of questionable here. There's a no, but you chase. Then there's this. Some cute like E1 over or F1 over something. Nope. Because there's two pieces on F. Oh, they're both forgetting there's two pieces on F4. Oh, what? Oh no. Tragedy. No. Ouch. It hurts. This is such a dirty trick move. It's literally Tinue unless you realize that you have two pieces on F4. That was a good game though. Like okay, cute like blitzy stuff aside, it was still a good game. This seems to be the last game of the round. I'm guessing it got started late because it doesn't seem that far along. Okay, so we have sort of a pseudo edge crawl here. It's kind of like the Tiltac edge crawl. Black has a lot of pieces in the center, but not very firm control. White has forgotten that they have a capstone. There we go, they remembered. Slightly odd way of moving your capstone. Now, actually, this is an interesting point because there's some point in which having a capstone on top of a stack that's too big is actually bad because you can't move it as well as you would like. So it actually kind of restricts the movement of your capstone in a funny way. Okay, so especially like you see there's this wall. So as soon as white tries to move this thing, this wall can take whatever's left behind. This is what I meant about the issue of being too tall. It's sort of like being too big to fail, except for it's actually too big to not fail. You know? So D3 is tack. The capstone's going to meander its way to cutting that off. The good thing for white is they're not that far down on reserves, actually. Despite making a lot of captures, black has also made a lot of captures, so It's not so bad. Okay, b4 is up for grabs if black wants it. Unclear if black wants it. They could also take b5. Neither move is... actually, taking b5 is kind of urgent, I think. I think you just take it. Because b5 can throw this way. I guess then... It's only a net positive of 1 flat. But I like the flats better down here where they're contributing to white's attack instead of being stuck behind black's own wall. And again, you're kind of setting up black to be too fat on this b4 stack. What was the move? e5. Okay. White's really forcing the issue, saying, take me, goddammit. And black says, okay, fine. Okay, there's like a c5, f5 down type of thing. White is threatening d3 though. This is pinned. So throwdown you can't crush. It looks like it'd be risky anyway, even if it wasn't immediately losing. But oh no, that's a road in 2 different ways. Yeah, I think this wall had to come down. It's not that scary of getting crushed, although... Actually, if you don't realize that it's pinned, I see why you don't do that. Because if you throw down crush, like imagine this isn't a road because it's a road because this guy moves. Or I guess just play e6 for that matter. But here, crush, actually white has enough pieces. Assuming black does the normal spread of leaving a black stone here and then 2 here. White has 3 pieces here, so they can actually reach b6. So that's sort of unpleasant. But that concludes the second round. I shouldn't say that concludes. It makes it sound like I'm done. We're done with this couple of little exchanges here. Oh, sorry. Will was saying in the chat, trying to explain to me that Alien was black in that game earlier. Yeah, I realize that now. I haven't like set up my streaming overlay in a way that makes sense, so I'm just sort of like chattering away and looking at the page. Especially with Blitz Match, I'm just like, Blitz, Blitz, and then I forget that I have people to attend to. But so we have 2 more minutes according to Archie until the next round starts. Some people are playing a game though, but maybe they're just gonna sit here for 3 minutes until the round starts. Let's check on the standings. So Alien and Will are playing. This is probably going to be the 2 top finishers. I would say Archie is 3rd favorite. And Will has the advantage of being white. Although Alien plays pretty well with black too. I feel like Alien and I are both sort of better with the black pieces relative to how we should be. Although I still prefer to play white. Clemas is doing well on 2 points. Archie and Nitzel both on 1. Maro and a Delta on one, and Geo on one. Tones and Evan J. Evershin on 0. I expect all of these numbers to go up as well. All of them are quite good players, so. Blitz is tough though, because especially you take one loss, all of a sudden you just sometimes you just don't stop thinking about that one game. Okay, so we have the new standard, except for white plays over here. So now we're in sort of weird territory. I'll switch to Alien and Will as soon as it starts. Nitzel Archie is also intriguing. Hasn't started yet. Stonemar a Delta. You can tell the influence that Willem has had on the game. It's like in Go now how everybody plays the 3-3 invasion and early and whatever. It's like no matter what level you're at, you're gonna see this opening. And then from here, the things happen. The Willem move, I think, is e4 for black, but black doesn't usually play that. So from here you get some divergence. Okay. White could get a hard cap here. It's a very strange hard cap. It's not that effective because black takes on e3, but it weirdly pressures black's two pieces over here though. So it's sort of not terrible. White does see, now the problem is here. Okay. So white gets a better version of what I was talking about a few moves ago. I will switch over to this because this is probably going to be the most important game in the tournament. Alien plays this, which I think, according to Willem, is not so good. Not that it matters, but openings are openings. Okay, so Alien clearly trying to split Will down the middle. What is Will's attack here? Is he going to try to build like c4, c6, and then black will come up and over, and then he'll get something down c? Is that the dream? Okay, so I think what he did is kind of better than what I suggested. He's planning this. Imagine the black cap here, the white cap here. If white can get a piece on f4, it's a decent attack. So I don't mind this. You could almost play e3 plus. But probably not quite. The problem is if you make this exchange here, you get walled. And then the question is, are your two pieces here good enough to make any threats without your capstone? I think the answer is no, so maybe you have to play e3 plus. So e3 plus, Alien opts for this. He's preventing e3 plus, and if white comes over at the capstone, then you get walled again. Got it. d5. Okay, so I was thinking he might actually take on e5, but no, his point of d5 is that he gets c5 in. And then this wall is not as effective. Okay, okay. I see. Yeah, I don't know if that was a good exchange for Ellie in there. Is F2 for E1 stuff? This is, I guess he's gonna play this. Yeah, that's not very, very happy though. I guess if here, this is a moment where you'd like to think a while. 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Huh. Oh, this is pinned, actually. You can stop it with walls. There's also the E1 idea, because E1 is threatening takes. Let's see what they did with this. A4, there, yeah, okay. B2, C1, B3. So make all these exchanges. It's actually a cute idea. So this is natural. You could take on F1 though. It's sort of funny because that cuts the threat. And if F2, you've actually won a piece back. So you could take over there and cover. And F3 over loses a tempo. It kind of doesn't matter though, because this is already tack. Takes here is relatively gross. Because, okay, takes B5. Yeah, okay, opts for this. Logical. Huh. A3 is tack. This way. So if wall A2, A3. But then after you take, it no longer matters. But okay, so they're just gonna stack war on B2. Annoying thing though is when black plays A3 or A1, I guess. I guess B1 is weak. A3 had that cute cap throw associated with it, but I'm not sure that mattered ever. But white does play this move. There's A1 plus though. No. A1 plus defends and you actually win the stack war. Although it's unclear if winning the stack war directly is actually favorable or not. I assume that's what Alien's trying to figure out. Takes on F1. Now you really don't want to wall F2 as white. C6. I don't like this exchange. I don't think I like that white made this exchange on F1 first. Did you have to? You were in tack, so you either have to take on B2 or you have to take on F1. Okay, so he played this way so that he could lose the stack war directly. I'm not being sarcastic, by the way. Losing the stack war means you get first wall in some sense, but these stack wars are some of the most complicated parts of tech. So Will has successfully created 2 weak stacks for black, but I don't think he can really take advantage of them that well. Okay, so he's pressuring here. He's going to try to retain control of A. Okay, how do you do this? Wall A3 is natural, but I'm not sure if it's best. But considering it's a blitz game, maybe you have to play it. White is up a ton of reserves. Okay. Yeah, 6A2 minus makes you really think you'd rather have this as a flat. Okay, this guy's kind of pinned in. Is Black gonna start walling himself in? He does this for um to start to build some threats. Fair enough. It's not enough. It's not actually tech. I don't think he's trying to bluff. I think he just wants to make a D1 attack threat. How many pieces are in this stack? 6? Okay, but there's white pieces on bottom. He goes here, so like B3 and B1 were the moves to look at. B1, if you want to threaten to capture this stack directly, not sure you do. Okay, this is natural, but now you're kinda in your own way. But you're threatening to take. If take wall, so taking is not that important. He left a black stone behind, so he couldn't get walled on B1. This is quite dangerous for Alien. Okay, but if you're white, you don't want to take here. But what do you want to do? No, I think this is wrong, because you make this stack relevant. Takes, takes, takes. But you're taking back? No, but then you get walled. Okay, but maybe that's just good enough to win. 2, 3, 6, 8. Oh, it's very close. Currently, white is up by 1, which is sufficient to win. Yeah, so I think white has won this game by the slimmest of margins. He has successfully cashed out this attack. I think d6 was better. Because d6 if he plays here, then f6 and you're threatening that way. But okay, not that important. You can also make this exchange on d6. Black's forced to take back. But ooh, why would you? You don't have to do anything in this position. You just flat out. But okay. I guess he's thinking that taking f2 is profitable, which it kind of is, but I feel like it just complicates the game. Like, what was the profit of this exchange? Okay, now your parity is wrong. But you have this move white, white, black. This is pinned. Oh, that's nice. So takes, 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 still pinned. If black walls, you're very close to... See, white is still run, though. Okay, so you leave one behind and then move up. Because you're trying to pivot into the corner. Well, he gives him d5. That's a big no-no. Now he's gonna flag, almost. Can't do that. Nope, nope, nope. Disaster. Nitzel's asking if Black's board fill won. I don't think so. Or sorry, White's board fill wins. Because Black has the tempo and so what was the losing? So Will won this game, let's be honest. This exchange was brilliant here. He had just enough to win, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the move. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. So White has just enough to win. What is the parity situation? 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. Means the parity favors him too, doesn't it? Yeah. So White just has to play flats, and then he wins. But instead, he played this wall on f1, which took extra time to recoup his losses. He took an f3, which was also bad. He should have thrown left. And, I mean, I guess he was scared of Black getting a hard cap here. But it also doesn't work if you have this wall here and then you throw left. So, yeah. Fascinating game. But if you're afraid of Black getting a hard cap, just play d3. Like, instead of wasting this time playing f1. Yeah. I don't know if Will miscounted or not. But I had time to count live. And I was like, you're up by 1. And you have so few flats that the board fill almost doesn't matter. And if you need to, you can waste time. Like with this this stack war on d5 that he saw later in the game. So yeah, Will had completely had that game, but he threw it away. Not like it's the first time that's happened to any of us, though. Yeah. Will is also saying in the Discord, I don't know if he's listening to me now. But yeah, he's saying, I was winning until I started doing weird stuff in the end. The wall capture was completely unnecessary. Yeah. That's true. But hey, when you have a couple of seconds on your clock, sometimes you do dumb things, It's just how it is. Nitzel was saying that that it was a draw on board fill, which makes sense because Black was ahead. White was ahead by 1, but the parity was bad. So that means Black would have had time to tie it. A good game, though. I wonder what the evaluations of this position is. Around 26. Because White deliberately decided to lose the stack war. I guess here Black doesn't have to take back, but... If Black doesn't take back, I suppose they're walling. How many pieces is this? 1, 2, 6 pieces, 4 of them white, so you can actually throw all the way to here, which is pretty strong. So we assume black has to wall b3, and white could throw, like, cover up everything on the right-hand side of the board. It's super unclear how that works out. It's probably the only thing that's more complicated to evaluate than Stack Wars is like these sort of crazy throws. So, okay, it looks like we got some games going again. This one is not going. Nor is this one. Nor is this one. Okay, I lied. We do not have any games going. So, oh, I think I heard first blood. Oh, we got the disrespect. We got the V6. No, it's actually. I mean, I don't play it on principle, but it's fine, basically. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, looks pretty standard so far. B4. So I'm looking at white getting a capstone in on like D5 or something, but black can cut them off. But white can get a hard cap here too. That's not bad. Okay, white chooses to go over here. It makes sense as well. Ooh, I don't like this. I was wondering actually about this B3 plus. Oops. B3 plus here. Just arguing that the capstone's a little misplaced for white, but it's hard to justify, I think. Okay, if black takes on C4, are you crushing them? Tough call, actually. I think you should. Well, if black runs up, do you care? It's bad for FCD, but FCD is a meme, so it's okay. Ooh, B1 is pretty nasty here, because you can't even flat B4 because of the wall. I think if you're black, you really, really, really want to play B1, because then the white cap can't take on C3, or crush C4 for that matter. And that move makes 0 sense to me. Okay. The game has gotten very strange. Oh, huh. B4 is tech. It's also very easy to miss that. Okay, an immediate crush. to pressure d3. That's pretty reasonable. And how do you manage this if you're black? You kind of don't. The d3 is just falling. You can't even move it out of the way because it's pinned. This is very bad. Yeah, I was looking at something like this too. Interesting. Ah, moving the wall down, you can't get crushed because there's a pin. I think he definitely should have done that then. What is almost in like a Tinyuang position. Okay, a black stone on c3 is a win. So you still cannot crush b3. Which means this is rather hard to stop actually. However, this is pinned. Huh. So you gotta take, this way is probably not right because black can just renew it. So I was looking at cutting on the top. Because now you've just conceded a piece to black for no reason. But otherwise have the same exact position. That's the problem. A6 is pretty brutal here. I think A6 was better because it threatened to play A5 in addition to taking on B6, but maybe it doesn't matter. Ah, they actually both lost to this pin idea though. I mean, black has to do this. Another question is, are you in Tinyuang somehow? Probably not. Okay, currently you're not even in tech, so. But A2 is strong, and also if black just plays A2, you can take. But if takes, then you can take on B1. You're not that unhappy. But then you're getting walled. It's very complicated. That's the thing about like these games between slightly lower rated players, is they often get even more complicated than games between higher rated players. Because higher rated players are like scaredy cats. They're like, I don't want to enter into this variation. What if he plays this? I don't know what's happening. This is tech. Oh wait, this is just Tinue? Wow, good find. Somebody's playing their topaz puzzles. Oh wait, no, it's not. Wait, it is Tinue. Yeah, yeah. When I saw him throw down, I like hallucinated that he had covered the vertical threat. Yeah, that's a nice one. How did this happen? It all started because white didn't take on a2. Yeah, that's the thing. When you have these hard caps in the center, they're very dangerous. This piece on d2 is the MVP. Because if not for this piece on d2, it's not Tinue. Because black can't reach, but this random little chunk that sticks out makes the whole world work. Okay, Archie versus Will. Our first hug that we've observed. Okay, we got some moves. Okay, what is the state of the game? Basically even on reserves. On pieces showing. Okay. Yeah, white's putting some pressure on. This is a nice move, though. I mean, I guess you're crushing, right? But maybe not immediately, he says. I mean, you can't let this single wall, like, ruin your hopes and dreams. Even if you have to give him this, it's just fine. Okay, he wants to crush it with tech. That's greedier, but not much black can do about it. I guess if you crush with tech in this direction, then you don't have to worry about the upward throw. Yeah, I guess with a black wall right here, these pieces are kind of protected. Not perfectly, though. If he throws both up, then there's wall a6. It's not a great wall. It's stuck on the edge of the board, but it's interesting. Yeah, I was like, at some point, white just has to crush anyway, because you cannot let this single wall just ruin your day forever. Okay, this is tech. Now the question is, are you throwing down immediately? I don't like this one, because now you're making the c5 wall quite good. Unless I'm missing something? Okay, his point is he gets c2. Aren't you saying, okay, you get this, but I get c2? Maybe that's compensation. c2 is a very important square. It's pivotal to both white and black's roads. He didn't take c2. Now you just get walled, I think. I guess there are some sort of tactical problems to taking c2, maybe. So you're not in tech. So if you're white, you can play c1 or d1 or something, and then plan to take. I think Archie's creating too many weaknesses, considering black has so many walls. You can't expect you're ever gonna actually make a threat for the rest of the game, so I think with that in mind, you don't want to create extra weaknesses unless you're forced to, and he wasn't really forced to in that case. Are you getting crushed immediately? Probably. He says no. You gotta run though. Yep. Okay, they're even on pieces. White has this though. There's some like attack going on to b4. TD5 over. Okay, here. What? Oh, that's a road. Not sure what happened here. Did I miss something? Why did he even play this? Are you afraid of a crush? White. Wow, that crush No, it still doesn't work. Never mind. This crush almost works incredibly threatening e4, but it kind of just doesn't. Also, the fact that I'm ignoring the fact that white would instantly lose if they played it. I'm talking about like with some setup, because obviously it's trivial to cut this pin. You just play like e3 minus or something, and you're fine. But why was black just walking around with their walls randomly? Was he so low on time that he couldn't count or something? I don't know. Strange. Because in this position, one, two, three, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and black to move. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 2d5 over just completely mystifies me though. Because like, what did he think he was doing? Should I set up a counter crush on b5? No. Oh, he was anticipating the weakness on c6? No, that doesn't make sense either. I don't know. We'll have to get that one straight from the horse's mouth. Because Will's a very good player, so he must have had a good reason to play that. I just don't know what it was. Next round in 13 minutes. That's kind of a long time. Let's play a game. Oh, okay. Sorry for the blinding white light there. Let's play some Blitz. Oh, I hate automatically turn the board. Could someone tell the playtech gods to turn that off? Okay, so we're winning the race. Okay, so he's gonna take here. That's fine. We're gonna cap behind him. No, he makes this exchange first. We flat because if here, oh, he does it anyway. That's cute because that's tech. True, true. And he's pressuring this. Okay, but we have to take. Why this though? Not sure. I think your other idea was better, Mr. Bot. Okay, this is a big problem. How to defend. Walling is sufficient. Is it necessary? Eh. This is kind of the world's saddest wall, but it's all right. So we're gonna get walled, but we're gonna defend with a capstone. No big deal. Okay, we didn't get walled. Pressuring this, that's fine, but is it fine? There. So we go here, he's gonna play capstone up. Okay. Can't really stop that. D1. Threatening my hard-earned assets. Maybe my defense was a bit soft. Stop the tech. Okay. Right. This is cute. Is this Tinue? I don't have enough pieces. Fine, fine. It's quite annoying for you though. You have to take there. Or that. This looks worse though. Is it time to cash out? Slightly hard to cash out actually. Here, counter crush. Huh. See, we're a bit like tied down, which is rather bad. We have to do something here. Establish a pin. Just force them to make a new wall. I don't know if that's sufficient to win. Oh, oops, we accidentally board filled. Yeah. Unclear where the game went wrong. Probably you don't allow this to begin with. You plan to wall here, so you just play capstone. At least I'm still getting black, so the games are interesting. Look at this beautiful shape. Yeah, this is losing already, but it's okay. Here into here. Ah, but you can't because it's tech. Okay. Good thinking. Defense C3. Okay, he's going to take it there. It's fine. Okay, that is not fine though. We'll admit we were wrong. Okay, but if it comes with tech, that's different, right? Yeah, this is what I was looking at earlier. Okay, he's going to take it there, and then we're going to wall him. Or he takes there. That's sort of bad, isn't it? Kef throw doesn't work. Takes is sort of bad here. There. Okay, now we can do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and he has to go hard cap, which is not... Or wall. Okay, it's fine too. We've gotten the same type of position we did last time, which we successfully lost in a couple of moves. Here forces that. No, this is tech. This is tech. Good exchange. This is never that threatening. Wait, what did he play that? Slightly strange. What's he doing? There. Huh. I guess he's just arguing that he's done enough. Has he, though? Oh, okay, but it's not working. Yeah. We get taken. Yeah, stop yelling at me. Oh, that's a road. Oops. Well, you can see why I'm not in the Blitz Tournament anyway. I mean, I'm playing Black No Komi, but the correct way to play Argbot is actually just to like. There's some like set forced loss sequence he plays, but white this time? That's boring. He always plays this opening, which is not even that bad for white, or for black rather. I think you should play the other way, though, because this looks kind of bad. It takes here. Okay, he's trying to take on this square or go here. If we go here, we're just fine though. This is a bad exchange. How to win this by force? Don't really see it. Don't really see it. Yeah, because that allows this wall, but this is obviously quite miserable for black anyway, so it's fine. Like, black has not accomplished anything in this game. That will give him attack threat. So we'll just go here and prevent it. Okay, you're gonna have to play a4 now. Hey, turns out being white is a good advantage. Okay, I think they should be starting shortly. Let's check the standings again. So Will has lost 2 games now, so he's only on 2 points. Alien's on perfect. No surprises there. Archie's on 3. Klimas is on 3. Adelt on 3. Tones on 2. Tones is a good player. Will too. Well, I would say I expect them to both move up, but clearly only one of them is going to get 1 point here, or they'll draw, which I can't say, and I expect that to happen. So. Yeah, the C2 should have been C4, I think. I mean, at least take here, but I guess he was worried about that. I got white again. That's lame. I was gonna say, hopefully my complete disregard for the opening is enough to balance the game a little bit. This is close. Right, but this is a move I wanted to play anyway. I'm gonna play that. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I can count to 3. Confirmed. If they're there, it's fine. So I'm gonna stop this. Oh wait, that's okay. I missed that this was Sente. But this is tech for me now. Oh wait, this is just Tinue. Ish. Because of that, I have to give him this. What a dick. Here. Crush is, Crush is good. This is funny. Does this win? No, this doesn't win. Wait a second. Wait, no, it still does. Here. Yeah, oops. Because obviously I'm just stuck with this one piece dancing around forever. No? We need to cut this. Okay. So he's gonna attack me up the middle. And the game's obviously lost. Probably go for this. It's not very good. Because I don't have to take on A1. Yeah, this is probably one of the worst games ever played by mankind. Takes here. Okay, but there's actual games going on. Why have you not won yet? Okay. He only has a couple pieces left, so the win is a given. This is Tinue finally. Because A1. Good. Okay. Back to the actual games, finally. Now. I'll probably go, let's watch. Alien's not playing yet. This is an interesting game. Both two players who are probably slightly mad that they're underperforming. Tone's playing his classic off center or off edge opening. A big center for Will. And not a big anything for Tones. Kind of like a big disaster, I guess. The problem is these 4 pieces aren't like playing the game. Yeah, this is brutal. Here. Yeah. Okay, this game is over. Switching games. Archie Alien. Okay. So Alien is taking on a pretty weak stack here. If you try to wall, he could probably escape. So yeah, frankly, just flatting or doing nothing is better. Black has this F3 attack threat, but it does not amount to very much after it really just moves the white cap to B3, which doesn't feel like it matters very much. Because the cap's not all that good on B4 anyway. He still takes the exchange though. Oh. Why do you play that? Not sure I love that move either. Because now you're just gonna like B5, A5 or something. Yeah. This game is weird already. No, why do you play E5? E5 is bad because the move doesn't contribute once you get cut off by this capstone. It was better to play on the side that's not going to get cut off. Okay, now you forced him to cut you off. And when he takes on C3, you can't even wall. I mean, you're taking on B3, I guess, but then if you're going to take on B3, why'd you make this exchange? That's what I don't get. Okay, so assuming your capstone's going to be on B3 because it's going to be on B3, where do you play? You play on B2. Because D3 you can take here, and then he can't re-tack threat you. So just play B2 immediately. The only... No, it's not even a downside. Yes. No. Why are you so... Why do you love your capstone being on B4 so much? It's honestly awful here. It's not connected to anything. It doesn't do anything on B4, it doesn't do on B3. So why are you going to such lengths to avoid moving that capstone? Because when Elian plays C3 and then takes on B2, you're going to have to make concessions anyway. Actually, he doesn't even have to take on B2, he can take on B1, which is even more devastating. Although considering how badly I did against Argbot, maybe I'm not in a position to give advice. Oh, capstone throw. Game over. It is literally just anyway, also. There's no way you can stop the dual threats of filling in D3 and B1 down. Okay, who's still playing? Everett J. Hawker and Nitzel. Okay. Takes up is probably good, actually. Because it buys you one tempo. Oh, this one isn't good, though. This one was supposed to be over here. Okay. So I just skipped forward a bunch. What is going on? I don't know. This is another one of those games where um, there's just so much going on. Okay, so black has 8 flats visible and white has more than that. White is slightly winning on that, but the A3 wall is more than sufficient compensation. What is happening? This is just a loss for white. Right? Here. Takes. Go back. And if here, then you throw over there. And white can't plug the hole. The only thing would be if black's caps or piece, a wall is the word I'm looking for, somehow gets too fat. Oh wait, no, you can get walled here. Wall here. Oh, but then you throw. But then takes. See, this is why I'm so bad at evaluating Tinue. It's really not my strength. No. Wait. Does this matter though? Huh. Okay, black takes it. Now you have to wall. Okay, the evaluation of the position is still not changing. Oh wait, no it is. Because now black can move the wall. And that wins. No. And then it goes down. What's happening? Either doesn't see that there's a defense by playing a wall in B2, or he's like Giga Brain. He sees that he doesn't even have to play the wall in B2 early. Oh, he made a threat the other direction and tricked him. Okay. That this game kind of this game did something to me emotionally. I'm not exactly sure what, but it did something. Okay, so if you when he takes here, he's freed up this square. So now he can wall here. Let's suppose he walls here. Then there's a throw here, get a hard cap, threaten to crush, but then you can take an B2. Then this piece comes up, and then you can wall again. But then you only have one piece, so you can't. Huh. Yeah, I think surprisingly this like somehow holds. Sort of bizarre. So the surprise player with 4 points is Adelta. Archie, Maro, Klimas, and Will all on 3 points. And then a smattering below. So we're starting in 6 minutes. Let's play a, oh, I was gonna say let's play a Crumbot game, but Crumbot is not here. God, I hate playing Argbot, because playing 5s is just, I have to take a shower after I play 5s, you know? Okay, let's actually try to play a good game. Okay. If you take here, I don't think that's a good exchange. Okay, so he wants to take an e3, that's fine. I'm not afraid of that because I control the whole center. He really, really wants to make that threat. Interesting. I'll let him do it. Okay, changed his mind. I probably should have taken the c3 square. This is moderately annoying for him, I think. So I will make this exchange. Nope. When I think for more than half a second, good things happen. Although it's not very in the spirit of Argbot to use your brain, I guess. 3, 6, 3, 5. If I go there, D2 is moderately annoying. But I'm getting there faster, so it should be okay. This is, he has to take. Okay, how to win this game by force. Not that way. That almost does it. I can't actually get a hard cap though because I lose in the process. If he takes an A1, it probably isn't enough. Interestingly. Okay, I should not be calculating these pointless Tinui sequences that don't work and don't matter. Okay, now you're busted. Good move. B1. Interesting. Okay. No, but that doesn't really matter. That's the problem. I think I take because the exchange doesn't help me. He's a move too slow. Okay, that's fair. So I actually have to play here. Ah, then there's a capture. Should I play this way? Yeah, I guess. pretty obviously has to be a capture. This is acceptable. Oh, no it isn't. Well, here, wait. I was thinking he had to play up, in which case I was going to wall him. But this way he's starting to win. So I have to take back. Well. Okay, if I take... No, but he... This is... If I flat here, I lose. Okay. I will choose not to do that then. I have a minute. I can think about which way is better. Here, 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 here. I guess I'll, like, I guess this is better, because... Not exactly sure. E1 is forcing. I did sort of miss this, but it's okay. If here takes, we're fine. If they're flat, we're fine also. Okay, he wants to take it that way. But... Is he in time? Yeah, he is in time. Well, we're going to take on C1. It's okay. We took it that way. What is happening? I don't know. This is such a bad exchange. Not if I play this, though. Right? Am I winning? Probably not. Because I screwed around a bunch. But there's nothing I can do about it, so it's fine. I mean, if you're looking for where I went wrong, obviously you just don't play this opening. Mostly just messing around. The problem is even when I'm not messing around, I'm also bad at openings, so. Okay, Klimas against Archie, or against Will, rather. Interesting. Oh, the board is upside down. I hate that setting. Especially since our PTN notation is like up, down, left, and right. It makes everything hideous when you pretend you're sitting at a physical board. Hi, Pluto. I'm sure I've been a terrible job of looking at chat. And by terrible job, I mean I confirm I have not been looking at chat. In my defense, I was gonna set everything up nice, but I didn't have any time, so. F5, okay. So I don't really have to count to see that black is winning this race. But how much is black winning by? White, black takes is tack. I said that in a very sing-songy way. This is sort of like a classic, like bot-like defense. You just argue that this stack on c3 is functionally dead. There's an interesting idea. You can like try to pivot your capstone to b5. Physically get to b5. This makes sense too. And now you're going to play c6 and he has 2 holes, so he has to make a capture first before doing anything. Yeah, I like this idea. Also, white is not like completely far away from making a road on the left side of the board. Will's going into the tank here. Ultimately decides on e3. I suppose the idea being e2, d1, c4 right? It's pretty slow though, so maybe that's not his point. It's hard to find like a breakthrough for black. Maybe worth investing. I don't know if it's ever worth investing a capture to try to make the top work. Like if black had played a5, then I believe it a little bit more. Black's just walling. Yeah, now white expands on the other side. What's the count? 3, 6, 9, 12, 3, 6, 9, 10. So it's not that favorable for black. For one thing, yeah, white can throw all the way down to c1 whenever they want. And they do it with tempo as well. Yeah, Pluto's saying... I don't know that I quite agree that black is precarious, but it does feel like black is a little bit behind. I do think white might want to... Well, maybe not. I was going to say white might want to avoid getting completely surrounded with a black wall at c2, but I guess there's a crush on b3, which makes it maybe acceptable in some lines. It pretty much has to be tack for it to be acceptable. Okay, if you play a one... Wait, what? Wait. Why is this the move? Why didn't you just concede first capture? I guess you're winning the stack war if you want it, but yeah, Pluto and I are on the same page. Was that necessary? I mean, I get the point. You play a1 and black plays like whatever this place is, c5 plus, I guess, but I feel like that's not the end of the world. You are nominally winning the stack war, but you've also got will down to 20 seconds, which feels useful. No, this is just bad. This is just a matter of like, White got everything he wanted, but what he wanted was terrible. So, like, after taking on b6, Black played the most obvious move um, 3 or 4 times in a row, and then the White is completely lost. So, just have to look a little bit deeper. And, like, I understand not wanting Black to play c5 plus, but it can't be as bad as this, right? Because, like, d4 is not even weak because there's a capstone guarding it, and the capstone is not pinned, although it's slightly almost pinned. Oh wait, I'm sorry, it is pinned. For some reason I thought there were only I only saw the white cap, black piece, white piece, black piece. I didn't see the white on the bottom. Okay, so it is pinned. Never mind. Makes more sense. Thank you for pointing that out, Pluto. But yeah, the problem is the pin is broken. Yeah. It's good that this Blitz tournament is almost over because when I start hallucinating pieces and missing pieces that are there and such, that's when it gets bad. Attack. It's not even a good tech threat, actually. White just plays up and then makes a counterattack threat. A5 minus. This was not an end game though, Nitzel. This is a middle game. But yeah, I mean, White just made a bad stack exchange. It happens. And I'm not talking about the coding website stack exchange. I mean, we should make our own website for tech advice and call it Stack Exchange. um, that joke is just for me. Okay. Made that joke and then I see the viewership bar just drop down. Final round coming up, 7 minutes away. I feel like let me look at let's look at the standings first thing. Okay, Alien's perfect, big surprise. Tones is his last opponent. Despite being on 3 points, Tones is pretty dangerous. So Adelta, Archie, and Will are all on 4. So we most likely will have 2 players on 5. How will the tie be decided? I have no idea. Okay. This is some like arcane bullshit in here. I mean, I know what it means. It means lost to the player in first place, but it looks like it means something more. And then we have Buckholz 1 and Buckholz T. No idea what the difference is. But okay, if Will wins, currently a Delta has the best Buckholz T. So maybe if a Delta wins, maybe he's guaranteed second? Not sure. Hey Pluto, did not make fun of my view count. That's supposed to be private information. At least there'll be no one here to see me lose against Argbot again. Maybe should not have allowed E2. This makes E2 very good. Okay, he's giving me this anyway. This opening by white is almost as bad as my openings usually are. And that's saying something. Our robot overlords are not coming for us. At least with Argbot, at least. They will kill us in every other game though. If we use a real agent. This is tech. Fine. Okay, so I kind of have to do this maneuver, or I play E1. If I play E1, I think I like just moving over here better. Because I don't mind having to do this. It just looks... I should have gone the other way, actually. Because then C1 is tech. Yep. This one, maybe? There's kind of nothing left to do in this game. I've obviously profited enough, and the parody's even good too. Yeah, so black has the right idea. Just make me make captures. I don't even necessarily have to make this capture. Okay, white is down so many pieces that I can wall. That's quite sad. Okay, he's trying to pivot over there with his wall. Makes sense. If I preemptively defend it, we threaten a big throw. And I don't mean throwing the game, that's different. So this should be playable. Yeah, specifically because he has to wall back. Black, white, black. Yeah, okay. So I'm even winning with no Comey. Okay, it looks like they're getting underway. So last round, I definitely don't understand the standings exactly. It looks like the most important match is probably going to be a Delta Archie. Because Alien is already guaranteed first, even if Tones manages an upset. But second is very much up in the air. I think if Archie wins and Will wins, then Will wins. If a Delta wins, then a Delta wins unconditionally. But I might be wrong about that. So let's watch a Delta Archie. Oh, and I closed the chat. Okay, let me reopen the chat of the game I'm actually watching. Okay. Adjacent corners into Keima. C1 back. I've tried this before as white. I don't think it's actually very good, but maybe that's just a me problem and not the opening's fault. Okay, slightly delayed capstone by white. C4 looks like a juicy tile, but black's probably going to take it right here. No, he doesn't. Thing is, though, if black plays f3, then... Oh, no, you can take it b4 with the cap. Yeah, that's very good. Okay, so black has gone a bit wrong here. They have to start, like, going on an odyssey with their e2 capstone. I feel my commentary skill is slowly withering away. Okay. Black has sort of managed a reversal here, actually, because the white capstone's not able to cut this threat. Taking on c3 is not good. So I think black has slightly outfoxed a delta here. Wall's acceptable. Yeah, now white has to start walling, I think. Taking evasive action. Let's attack. Okay, if white passes, c3 minuses Tinue. For real this time. You don't have to be even if you're terrible at Tinue study like me, you can find a little two-move combination. Petite combinaison. Petite combination? Something like that. White's asking about a crush on 14. Oh yeah. Yeah, that completely wins. I can see a two-move combination, but not a one-move combination. I think C2 is such a natural move that I don't blame him for playing it. But yeah. You are absolutely right, Pluto. Okay, a d5 is tack. Black could cut with tack, but white opts to take first. Black has two very happy walls, and white has one very sad wall. That's sort of the status of this game. See, I'm not sure if you should have done this, because now you can get walled on e5. It's actually the same, um, it's the same tactical problem we observed in one of the previous games. White does not go for it, though. Let's see if they are punished. Well, white instead puts the pressure on e3. I guess considering white has a wall on c3, maybe the fact that white could wall e5 was irrelevant. I think black should switch back to the horizontal. F2 is a nice multi-purpose move. F1 is not forced, but it's probably encouraged. And it gives you tempo to start making you horizontal again. F1. But see, this is quite a brutal move. Now oh yeah, that's 4 pieces. So it is Tinue. See, the fact that white could wall e5 was totally relevant, because they could avoid stepping into this Tinue. Although certainly not unscathed. The wall on e5 is quite a bad piece. White has very little counterplay, although I guess there's some universe in which you get a vertical going. It's pretty hard though, with both a black wall here and the black capstone. Yeah, strong game from Archie. I thought Archie was out of position here, but I wonder what went wrong. Maybe c5 is just too slow. I think that's the answer.
I think 9c5 is just bad because you let black move you. And then once you get to this position, you realize white's advantage is kind of a phantom advantage. But if instead of 9c5 you just play like b6, black's attack, if they take this way, then you take back and, well, they could try to run further, but it's, so here takes here's tack, and then b1 he can take again, but then you take on c3 and you cut him instead. Move 12, self-capture. For white, you mean, Pluto? Yeah, I guess. It's kind of gross, because, you're probably getting forced to throw again. Well, are you talking about self-capture, leave one behind to get a hard cap, or you just move the whole stack from b4 into b3? It's probably better than the game variation. Well, is it? I don't know. Considering white fell into Tinue in a couple of moves. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The hard cap doesn't make any sense because it's not like pointing at anything. But I was just confirming. Yeah, I guess your point is to throw to the right. Because let's say black c2, threatening this. I don't think you just want to take on a3, because if you wanted to take on a3, probably better to just have done it in the first place, right? And not waste a move and then take on a3. So you're probably running to the right. It's all right. Yeah, and black doesn't really have a fallback plan, and you have a bit of a vertical up the middle. Seems reasonable. So Archie won, so assuming Will won, I think it's... Oh, what am I looking at here? Info. No, standings. Did Alien... Oh, they're still playing. I was gonna say, did Alien lose? Okay, let's catch up on this. Well, okay, let's not, because this feels like it's gonna be over in a few seconds. Okay, count. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. So black is ahead. Ah, it's tack. Cute. He missed it. Can't get too focused on what you're doing. Gotta remember what your opponent's doing too. So, Alien was guaranteed first anyway. And it looks like Will gets in with his tie breaks, but I'm not sure because... Okay, tones, this is updated. So yeah, Will's 28.0 has beaten Archie's 27.0 in Buck T. So that is the end of the tournament. So we got some interesting games. We laughed, we cried. I mostly cried, but that's okay. Thank you for watching. and I'll see you later.